This is Andy Carter from Great Britain, the fastest man in Top Fuel in 2007 with a European record of 4.7 seconds.
Now, you're always a tough competitor, but what have you done to the car this year to make you even faster?
The car is really the same, Darryl, as it was last year. We just took it apart to a bare chassis, normal maintenance, new blocks, new cranks, new heads, reconditioned the superchargers and put it back together because we were running so strong at the end of last year. We want to take off where we left off.
464 is not too shabby. Now, that's the quickest you've run. Tell us what it actually feels like to run that quick in one of these cars without smiling your head off.
It's hard to tell you what it feels like, but the difference between the real high horsepower Top Fuel cars and the lower horsepower ones is in the second half of the track. The pulling just goes on and on. As you go through the finish line, it's still pulling as hard as ever.
Well, the 0-1, but he was happy that everything worked.
Well, I tell you what, that man, Andy Carter, was the fastest here from Great Britain out of the trailer. He ran a 4.81. Wow, doesn't he do well? And here he is, sitting on top of the pile once more. And Stig Neergaard from Denmark in that number 2 spot. The team to beat at the moment, Kerr and Carsten Andersen. They're the owners of the Lucas Oil Dragster. And of course, the driver of that car, Great Britain's Andy Carter. In Alastaro, they put the dragster out of the trailer, and in their first run, Andy Carter achieved the best qualifying time of the weekend with a 4.76 run. Let's hear from the brothers about that.
I mean, the Lucas Oil Top...
This is really hotting up here this weekend, let me tell you. Here it is, how the qualifying finished up, but sitting on top of the pile once more, Great Britain's Andy Carter. How it looks in the quarterfinals here at Alastaro. And Andy Carter takes on a man he's known for years and years, a speed shop owner, Joran Pashorka. And to that one we go first of all. I tell you what, Andy Carter, Darryl, is doing so well. 2008, he's really gunning for that championship. If he gets it, he'll be the first man ever, of course, to win 3 championships at the FIA Top Fuel.
Indeed it will. The car's running on an absolute rail. That run, you can't emphasise enough how awesome it was. Everybody else was struggling with the track, and they just went straight down it, no shake, no smoke. Track record, ET. First round here against Joran, though. Andy away first. A really big pedal off the starting line for tyre shake, but still 4.79. Awesome run again from the Lucas team.
Feels great to get the first round out of the way. It's always a really nervous one. Lucas Oil team done fantastic. Give me a good car. I had to pedal once on the run, but it's pretty normal, you know, when the track's maybe a little bit loose or doesn't quite match our tune-up. But great job by the facilities.
And your car looks in good shape at the moment, so you don't think there's going to be much to do before the next round?
Well, there'll be the normal servicing, but there won't be any. There's no major damage. Car felt good all the way down.
Well, how it looks now, after the completion of round number 2, it is that man, Lex Yohn, in first spot. Great Britain's Andy Carter in third. Right, number 1 qualifier for the 3rd time in a row. Great Britain's Andy Carter. Morgan Forsham in the opposite lane this weekend has 2 major engine explosions, but Andy Carter is in the first round of eliminations, now against local hero Mickey Kagarad. Now let's just follow that run through, a 4.05 over the 1,000 feet.
I don't want to run Mickey because he's one of the drivers that I like, so it's a shame that I'm running him, but I'm going to beat him.
How it looks then, Andy Carter, number 1. Mickey Kagarad in at number 8, the local hero. And that sets up the first round of eliminations.
Here in the Top Fuel pits with defending finals in FIA Top Fuel Dragster.
Yep, this is how it looks. Very interesting first round. The winner at Alastaro comes up against the existing champion, Urs Urbacher. It's all to play for here at Mantle Park. And it is that first pair that we go to, Andy Carter and Mickey Kagarad. Well, Darryl, what can we say about this? Can Mickey Kagarad pull another one out of the hat, do you think?
Well, Andy really wants revenge from that semi-final defeat in Alastaro, but this is Mickey's hometown track. Mickey always seems to spring to life at Mantorp. He did it 1 round earlier. He did it in Finland. This is going to be a very, very exciting race. Mickey's actually got his own grandstand here at this racetrack. That's how many people he's got here, but unfortunately not going to make it to the second round. Andy with a beautiful, clean run once again to take the win.
Well, it's great to win, but not to beat Mickey. It's a shame I was meeting Mickey. But we're through the first round. It's just a piece in the jigsaw. I'm looking for the championship. I'm not excited about this. I want a semi-final and a win.
What a determined man.
1,000 foot at Mansfield Park this weekend.
And this is how the semi-finals look. Andy Carter and Urs Erbacher, the two previous champions in there. And it's the first semi-final we go straight away. It's Andy Carter coming up against Joram Pashorka. Well, I think we've seen this before this year, haven't we, between these two? And on that particular outing, it was Andy Carter who took the win. Now, he's in a very strong position again here. He was the number 1 qualifier. And, of course, Joram was the number 4 qualifier. But again, over the 1,000 feet, only a tenth of a second between them.
Very, very close indeed. Both away from the start line together. Andy takes us slightly. Joram not far behind at all. Oh, Andy spins the tyres at the finish line, but he was in front far enough to take the win. You're in the final again. Must feel great.
Really good, really good. Finally, we're there again. We've been in a drought for a while, so now we're in the finals, and yeah, we'll try and win it.
Racing against Andy Carter.
Yeah, we are really happy to beat him, and we will do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to say, not that I want to fuel the competition, that Andy was hoping to be racing against Yowie to keep your points down.
I know that, but he needs to come announce me, and I beat him.
We'll see what happens. This is going to be a great final. Thank you, Ernst.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, and this is how it looks. Andy Carter against Urs Erbacher. I think Andy summed it up there. It is the dream final, isn't it?
Well, what a tremendous day of racing we've seen here. It really, really has been superb at Mansfield Park. 1,000 foot short to this distance, specifically because of the short run off at Mansfield Park, just for safety, we've got to say that. And it's been great, great racing. That shortening of the distance has really tightened up the field. As we said, 13 or 14 cars here at Mansfield. Just qualifying was a major task in itself.
Yeah, because only 8 run, of course.
Absolutely. Hence the fact Urs Erbacher down to his last shot. Both of these guys have been running within the tenth of each other all day against this. Should be a great race. Oh, away from the starting line together. Urs Erbacher smokes the tyres big time. Andy Carter does, but a bit further down the racetrack. He takes a great win for the Lucas Oil team. Excellent, excellent result for them.
And our winner is Andy Carter. 0.27 seconds.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah, we need to step up a little bit because he has the better ET time before, so we give a little bit too much, and tyres spinning really early.
What does this mean for the championship?
At the moment, I think we are number 2, and at that time, he was the better driver and the better team, but next time we beat them.
Well, here he is then. The best driver this weekend. It is, of course, Great Britain's Andy Carter.
It was a marvellous weekend. Lucas Oil, all my associate sponsors, the crew, everyone who supports me. It's been a fantastic weekend for all of us. We needed it. We're leading the championship now, and all them other drivers know how tough I am once I'm in the lead.
That's so true. Andy Carter then out in front, and he's got a good lead over Urs Erbacher. Lex Joan in 3rd spot. Points behind is 2 times champion Andy Carter from Great Britain.
You're only number 2 by 5 points. What are your feelings coming into Santa Pod this weekend?
Feelings are to put it into very basic terms, we've got to go 1 round further than Mickey and Lex June to win the championship. So that's our aim this weekend.
So you're not going to try and run really fast? You're not going to try and run 450s then?
We are going to try and run 450s, of course we are, yeah. This is the Anderson Car Motorsport Lucas Oil team. But our main aim, and we mustn't lose that focus, is to win the championship.
Very, very tough outing for those guys, but again, that was their one and only qualifying run of the weekend, it has to be said.
Yeah, indeed. Now, the next one, everybody's eyes are on this, of course, because these 2 guys are the numbers 1 and 2 in the championship. Lex Joan, Andy Carter, and of course, Andy Carter can pick up points from being the number 1 qualifier. Similarly, Lex Joan could as well. But this could be a bit of a championship decider.
Oh, it certainly could. Now, both of these drivers pedaling the race cars, taking it easy down the racetrack. God, taking it easy at over 300 miles an hour. 5 flat for Lex Joan, down in the 4.9s for Andy Carter. That means Andy's number 1 qualifier. He gets slightly more points than Lex for qualifying number 1. Now, also, the weather is still very, very tricky. We hope to get the whole day in, but we're not sure whether we can. It's going to be very, very crucial the rest of the day at Santa Pod.
Yeah, first of all, the track guys did an excellent job of getting the track dry, and also we got a lot of time to think it out in all that waiting. And also we got an excellent driver. He did a very good job. He saved our ass this time.
There you go, Per Anderson there. Andy Carter now leads the championship after qualifying by 1 point. That's like a red rag to everybody else's bull, isn't it? Right, here we go. The first of the quarterfinals then puts Andy Carter against Risto Pusianin. I haven't seen Risto for 7, 8, 9 years. Long time.
Yeah, Risto's been out a long time. Been developing his internet company. Now come back to spend some of the money he's made, probably all in one go, knowing Top Fuel dragsters are very expensive indeed. Now, Risto did actually beat Andy Carter in the first round in Hockenheim. So Andy looking to exact some revenge here. And really, this is so tense for all these guys. They spent all that money, all that time and all that effort travelling all over Europe. It really does come down to this one pressure-packed afternoon in England. Both pulling into the stage and being very close. Oh, Risto away first. Looks like he's out in front of Andy, but unfortunately goes up in smoke. Andy with a pedal, and low ET of the event so far, a 4.7 at 317 miles an hour. No wonder that team.
How it looks in the semis then. Andy Carter against Tommy Happinen, Lex Yohn against Mickey Cagrad. But with his thoughts on this whole weekend, here's the promoter, Keith Bartlett.
Keith, a real disastrous weekend for the weather, but looks like you're actually going to get the race run.
It was disastrous. It's the second round we've had this year, which has been completely rained out. We lost 3 days. The fans hang in. I don't know how they hang in like they do, but they do. And then the sun broke today, and we've had some incredible racing. And here we are in the Top Fuel semi-finals, the whole championship to be decided. And we started off the day with 4 contenders. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. And pretty much this semi-final will decide it.
Here we are then, Andy Carter from Great Britain, carrying the hopes of all the British fans here. A lot of them have stayed behind to watch this race. It's so good to see that. But Tommy Happinen, of course, from Finland, the man who I always used to describe as very much in Top Fuel a bracket racer. He would get the car set at a certain level and come out and run those times time after time after time. He ain't easy. He is no walkover, let me tell you. But the man in the opposing lane, this man, steely eyes, looking towards the front there, Andy Carter, he wants this championship so bad he can actually taste it now. Here we go, up to the start line, and away first. It is Andy Carter. Tommy Hampton with major problems. Carter takes it, a 5.05. He's
Against Andy in the final.
Yeah, terrific, you know. And we got lane choice. It was really important for us to get lane choice. So, because the lanes are not really equal, I think, so we get a good chance to make it.
So it's down to me and Lex in the final. We've been battling it out all year, so may the best man win, and that's going to be me.
It's going to be such a great final to watch, especially in front of all the home crowd.
Oh, it's fantastic. I just hope I can do it for them. There's so many people coming up and saying good luck and all that. I've got to do it for them.
well, at 7.45, unfortunately, point.
It's party time for 2008 in FIA Top Fuel. Andy Carter with a Lucas Oil Top Fuel dragster won his 3rd FIA Top Fuel dragster. Andy, I know you're happy, but just how happy?
Really happy. I mean, thanks to Lucas Oil, thanks to all the team, thanks to all my supporters. I can't thank you enough, all my associate sponsors. But it's just, for me, it's 4 years' work, and it's just a relief to have that 3rd title. But now I want 4, so watch out, everyone.
Well, it's a shame you guys didn't get to race Lex in the final for it, but Carsten says you probably would have beaten him anyway. You think the same?
I think we'd have beaten him, yeah. Lex is a great racer and they're a great team, but I think we had him covered this weekend. I think we deserved it.
It was a real shame not to see that final, but what are you going to do? How are you going to top this, though? Like you said, you've done it 3 times now. What can you do to better it?
No one's done back-to-back titles, so I want that, and obviously no one's done 4, so I want 4.
Well, we all look forward to seeing you do it. Great racing in 2008. Good luck for next year.
Thanks for everyone. It's been a brilliant weekend. Brilliant weekend.
And this is how it finished up. Just by 1 point. Andy Carter is the champion, the FIA Top Fuel champion 2008.